Welcome to Connected Through Change. Men supporting menopause, two voices, one journey. Your host is Russell Betts, author of the international best-selling book, The Good Husband's Guide to Menopause, and founder of the Connected Through Change movement. Each week, you'll hear both the men's and women's perspectives, so you can understand what's really happening beneath the surface and learn how to stay steady, supportive, and connected through one of life's biggest transitions. If you want clarity, confidence, and a stronger relationship during menopause and beyond, you're in the right place. Let's begin.
There are moments in a relationship that don't come with a clear explanation. No argument, no defining event, nothing you can point to and say, that's what changed. And yet, something feels different. One person might feel it first. The other might not see it yet. And somewhere in between, a kind of quiet uncertainty starts to take shape. That's what we're talking about today. Not the loud moments in a relationship, but the quieter ones, the ones people feel before they understand. From his side, it often doesn't look like a problem. Things are still functioning. There is no clear conflict to respond to, nothing obviously broken, but something feels off. The rhythm is different. The connection isn't landing the same way. There's a subtle shift he can feel, but can't explain, and that creates a kind of uncertainty, because if there's no clear issue, what do you do with that feeling? A lot of men respond by trying to stabilize things. Keep moving forward. Stay practical. Don't overreact, or sometimes by pulling back slightly just to avoid making something worse that they don't yet understand. Not because they don't care, but because they don't yet have language for what's changing. From her side, the experience often starts earlier. She feels the shift, not as a defined problem, but as something real. The connection feels different. The emotional tone has changed. Something that used to feel natural now feels slightly off. But there's a challenge. She doesn't have clear language for it yet. And when you don't have language, it's hard to bring something forward without it sounding vague or confusing or bigger than you mean it to be. So instead, she may pay closer attention, try to make sense of it internally, bring it up, then soften it, or hold it back entirely. Not because it doesn't matter, but because it matters enough to want to get it right. This is where things get interesting, because now you have two people experiencing the same moment differently. He senses something is off, but doesn't know what it is. She feels something has shifted, but doesn't yet know how to explain it. And that creates a gap, not a dramatic distance, but a subtle one, a space where something is being felt, but not fully said, and not fully understood. And when something lives in that space long enough, it can start to shape the relationship quietly, not through conflict, but through uncertainty, through hesitation, through misinterpretation, through both people trying to find their footing at the same time, just from different places. Most people try to resolve this kind of moment too quickly. They look for what's wrong, who's responsible, what needs to be fixed. But this kind of moment doesn't usually respond well to pressure, because it's not fully formed yet. It's still emerging. And sometimes the most important thing you can do isn't solve it. It's slow it down, to allow what is being felt to become visible before it is forced into explanation. Because clarity doesn't always come from reacting faster. It often comes from giving something just enough space to be understood. If this feels familiar, here's something simple you can try, either individually or together. This is not about solving anything right now. It's about making something visible that may not have been fully named. Take a moment and complete this sentence. Something that has felt different lately is don't try to explain it perfectly. Don't try to justify it. Just notice it. Then, if you're doing this together, each person shares. One thing that has felt different without interruption, without correction, without trying to fix it, just listening. Because sometimes the first step toward clarity isn't agreement, it's recognition. This week is a bit of a transition. Up to now, we've explored different aspects of relationships as they come under pressure. Going forward, we're going to slow this down more intentionally. Each week, we'll take one kind of moment, one pattern that people feel but struggle to explain and look at it from both sides, not to decide who is right, but to understand what's actually happening. Because many of the moments that shape a relationship don't begin with clarity. They begin with a shift. And sometimes the most important thing you can do in that moment is recognize it before it disappears into misunderstanding. Next week, we'll begin with this exact pattern. When something feels off, but nothing looks wrong, and we'll slow it down step by step until it becomes something you can actually see. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for joining us on Connected Through Change. Remember, it takes two voices to walk one journey, and you don't have to navigate this alone. To go deeper, grab Russell's international best-selling book, The Good Husband's Guide to Menopause. Explore the weekly blog or take the Communication Clarity Assessment at connectedthroughchange.com. Stay steady, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next episode.